First, though, one of two men who spent time in prison for the yogurt shop murders wants his name cleared and the money that would come with it.
This week, the attorneys for Robert Springsteen will ask an appeals court to give them the opportunity to prove his innocence in court. KXAN's Chris Sadeghi spoke to his attorneys about the evidence they say investigators refuse to acknowledge.
In 2009, Robert Springsteen walked out of jail when DNA evidence from one of Austin's most horrifying crimes pointed to an unknown killer. But he hasn't walked away completely.
That he can't move on with his life. He can't find good employment.
Despite the DNA results, the district's attorney's office still considers him a suspect in the 25-year-old murders. His attorneys say it's time to look at someone else.
That testing exonerated and proved that Robert Springsteen was innocent.
But they've been unable to get that innocence on the record. A federal court, a court in San Antonio and one here in Travis County, says they won't do it, so the Court of Appeals is their next stop. If Springsteen is ever declared innocent, he could be entitled to more than $700,000 for the time he spent behind bars. Amber Fairley hopes the unknown DNA profile will one day close the case.
My hope in the future is that we'll be able to, with the advances of science and technology, even be able to hone in more.
But for now, the investigation is open, and Springsteen is part of it. An investigation looking for new evidence that could put him back in prison. Evidence his attorneys say doesn't exist.
They have been waiting almost 25 years for that evidence. That evidence is not ever going to show up.
In downtown Austin, Chris Sadeghi, KXAN News.
KXAN spoke to Barbara Ayers Wilson today. She's the mother of two of the victims. She says she still believes Springsteen and the other suspects originally charged are responsible for the murders.
And this murder case has captivated people in Austin for the past 25 years. Taking you back in time now. In 1991, 4 girls at the I Can't Believe It's Not yogurt shop off Anderson Lane in North Austin were bound, sexually assaulted, and killed. A break in the case came in 1999. Authorities arrested 4 men after Michael Scott and Robert Springsteen confessed to the crime. Only Springsteen and Scott went to trial. In 2001, a jury found Springsteen guilty and sentenced him to death. In 2006, the state's highest criminal court ruled Scott's confession was improperly used to convict Springsteen. Both men's convictions were overturned. Scott and Springsteen got out of prison in 2009. Later, DNA testing found the DNA profile of an unknown man on the victims. Travis County dropped the charges against the men while they investigated the new evidence, but Springsteen is still considered a suspect. KXAN will be at Wednesday's hearing. We also have a full timeline you can look at right now on KXAN.com.